Oh, dear.
And welcome back to episode 39.
No.
Episode 42.
Hey, well, welcome back to You Close Enough. Hello and welcome to episode 43 of Oh Dear, presented by Beau's Bar and Stage, coming to you as always from Communal Creative Studios in the heart of downtown Red Deer. And hey, I'm Ted Emmett. Thank you as always for tuning in. Now, normally in number 43, not really anything to celebrate. It's not any kind of landmark, but for us, it is because by the time this episode comes out, December 11th will be 4 years since the inaugural episode of Oh Dear came out on December 11th, 2020. It's been a wild ride since then. So yeah, there's that happening this episode, and it's Christmas time. So once again, it'll be a more holiday themed show. So if you're listening to this episode after Christmas, get with the freaking program.
Yeah, or just wait till next Christmas and you can listen then.
Oh, yeah. Okay, good. No Dustin and Andrew for this one, but F those guys.
Yeah.
Let's focus on who is here, starting with the podcast host with the most phone books underneath him right now, Kevin Walsh. Welcome back.
Thank you. Are you saying I look tall?
I was saying you need phone books to look tall.
them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you look taller.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to be back. I'm sorry I missed the last one, but glad to be here with you guys in our festive sweaters.
And most of us wearing the same ones as last year, but that's okay. I don't think we have people listen for a whole year anyway. So we got a new listeners, new viewers anyways. Keeping his attendance and sitting at the table streak intact, Mr. Mad Gabs himself, Kevin Strybach, the athlete. I mean, you were here last time, but welcome back.
Thank you. Yeah, it's good to be back. I think we killed it last time. We didn't really need these guys last time. So.
No. I mean, it's nice to have them back, but
Hey, it's nice to be back.
it's not your. No, that hasn't. Hold on.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. Thanks. Thanks for
and
coming.
and leading into what I have written down. Even though last episode was much easier to record and edit without all his bull crap, we still missed this guy. So after your first ever absence, it's pretty good. You have 41 straight episodes. Ryan Lund, welcome back.
Let's f***ing go.
Oh my god.
he spilled. Oh, on my sweater.
Oh,
I am pumped to be here. I mean, accidents happen.
Oh, that's what it says on your birth certificate. Yeah.
Well, they don't put that on the birth certificate.
It was an option, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't feel bad about spilling. I feel
waste.
I feel bad about wasting the beer.
Oh no.
This paper towel is just garbage.
It will be once you throw it out.
I am so sorry for anyone that saw that massacre. Let's f***ing go.
Put that over there. How's recycling?
Paper. So yeah, I am amped to be here. I am ready to go. Spilled about an eighth of the beer, but did it for dramatic effect. So yeah, I could tell you guys are excited to have me back, and Kevin. So I hope we can add to what you guys did last month. Listen to it. Was fantastic. No notes.
Because you didn't listen yet.
Okay, but still no notes.
Yeah. And all right. Good luck following this. Rounding out our crew of 5 tonight, likely with some new kind of illness. A coworker, Aaron. What are we sick with this time?
I was pretty sick last week, but I am fairly decently healthy today.
You look good, Aaron.
Thank you.
You look real good.
Thank you. Appreciate it. So yeah, I'm here and hardly coughing.
Here and hardly coughing. That should be like a t-shirt. Here and hardly coughing. Of course, we have to thank Riley from Communal Creative Studios for having us here again. And Ryan is here 2 episodes in a row, which is a pretty cool. A busy day today for Riley, though. We'll talk about this later. We're out shooting a Lund-employed episode. So yeah, Riley has seen a lot of us today, probably far past being sick of our but last thing he probably wanted tonight was to see more of us, but hey, here we are. Now, I forgot to do this last time, so I'm sure we don't have any return viewers now because they're mad at me, but a special hello to anyone watching on Rogers TV. Hard to believe they haven't pulled us off the air yet, but I'm sure it's coming eventually. I haven't actually aired the uterus episode yet, so I'm sure every time I feel like I send it, I'm like, all right, this one's a little racier than the last episode. Let me know if I need to edit anything, but if you are are a subscriber of Rogers TV, you can catch us a couple times a week after 9 o'clock. If you're not, but you inexplicably want to watch the episodes anyways, instead of just listening to us, they're also on our YouTube page, all of the episodes so far. So sweet baby Jesus, that was a long intro. Let's get into the Glad game. So the Glad game this time, going to be a little bit... I don't know what the word is.
Emotional, sentimental.
Well, all of those things, yeah. Self-involved.
Oh.
Because I think, though, because we are celebrating 4 years since we launched the Oh Dear podcast. And yes, we had a year off. We still did some stuff, but it's still just so much gratitude. Now it's been a year since we've come back, and not only a lot of return listeners, but a lot of new ones as well. We still get to do so many cool things around the community. We've started doing Lund Employed, which is a new venture with the Red Deer Chamber. So I think no better time than the Glad game to share gratitude for the continued support, even though we kind of f***ed off for a year.
Someone said nice things about us on Reddit that was not one of us and was unprompted. And
right, yeah.
That's really nice.
Lots of sane, rational people on Reddit, too.
Hey.
So that was nice, yeah.
It was very civilized, and they were really nice and positive, and that was nice to see.
Was it one of our shadow accounts?
Somebody did accuse that.
Yeah.
Of course you would, yeah.
But...
this guy, Brian Land, said that our podcast is really good.
I couldn't handle the stress of having like different accounts and having to like sign out and sign in.
It sounds like it's more, I don't think you can handle the work of having to sign out and sign in.
Yeah.
It sounds like a lot.
Yeah.
Speaking of shadow accounts, Kevin, where's our 1,000 YouTube subscribers you were supposed to do like 4 years ago?
I started on Reddit.
Oh, okay. That's a good start. Yeah.
Good.
But no, I don't know. And I'm, of course, grateful to everyone here. Dustin and Andrew aren't here, but it's been definitely a lot better, too, since we've switched to kind of the once a month and not doing quite as much. But yeah, the year off was great, but I think that the year being back has been a lot of fun. And so thank you to everyone who's listening, watching, and thank you, everyone. Kevin Walsh, an original new Kevin, the athlete, Aaron Lund, and I know Dustin's listening. I don't know if Andrew's listening, but hey, thank you.
Hey, and thank you, the viewer and the listener.
I said that.
But
not from you.
But
okay,
from me.
No, I take it back. I was snippy with you for no reason.
Thank you.
It's been a long year. We've spent a lot of time together today. So yeah.
Yeah. But thank you. We couldn't do it without you.
It has been really nice to get together once a month, at least. That's been really nice.
Yeah, I'm really glad that we fired it back up after the year off, and it's been kind of a, less commitment or just less stress, and it's a good way to come and see you guys and just provide some happiness and joy in the community. And I'm glad that people are just kind of, enjoying us, listening to us, and watching the stupid stuff we do, and we enjoy, putting it out there for you guys. So thank you.
And thank you for seeing something in me that I didn't see in myself. No, just thanks to Dustin for never showing up and opening up a spot and allowing me to have really weird, awkward, raunchy conversations with my friends that we normally have, but now we do it in microphones.
Now they're recorded, yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to come back to bite you in 20 years when you say something stupid and then they pull it up online and then you have to defend it. You'll be fine.
I already got in trouble for calling Erin old and making fun of her lady parts last episode. So, no, it wasn't trouble. It was just what
you got the gears.
Yeah, I got the gears.
Don't talk about a lady's uterus.
Yeah, I actually had a lot of people ask me clearly I know how a uterus works. It was more that Erin misunderstood what I meant by saying dried up, and I just went with it, and then we got an episode title out of it.
We did. You're welcome.
And if anyone else didn't know how a uterus worked, now they know how it does not work.
True. And I turned off my birth control alarm for today just so we wouldn't have this conversation.
You are a saint.
So 9 months from now, you might...
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I'll take it when I get home.
Okay.
We're good. I've got a different alarm set.
What are you taking when you get home?
Are we still in the Glad game? Or?
Thank you for having a podcast. Yeah. That's great.
All right. So, Lund, last week you were not here. So the athlete did a pretty decent job of filling in for you, doing sound effects. He didn't try to be you either. He did his own thing.
Good.
But now that you're back,
Good.
it's time to head in to Shooting the Breeze.
This is one of my top 10 favorite segments that we do. Shooting the Breeze.
You should be like an ASMR person on TikTok, just like.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been talking about getting on TikTok since we started the podcast.
For 4 years,
and
yeah.
I haven't.
Happy 4-year anniversary that's talking about.
I just
being on
don't want.
TikTok.
I just don't want the Chinese government to have access to all my data.
They have all the errands.
Yeah, I'm on ballet point shoe TikTok right now. It's delightful. I watch hours about point shoes every day.
Oh, I'd make fun of you, but I just spent like 3 hours on the weekend watching a guy remove hornets' nests. So
Yeah. Oh, that's always a delightful side. Yeah, TikTok's great. It finds what you didn't know you wanted and shows it to you.
I don't know if TikTok's for me.
I think we should find out.
I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. Instagram's bad enough already.
Ugh, Instagram is dead. Come to TikTok.
lots of Red Deer chamber stuff to talk about as always, but I think, Lund, we owe a big thank you to the Red Deer District Chamber again for having us out 2 years in a row now doing live interviews. And it is actually one of my favorite gigs of the year, because you watch the MC, Haley Porter, it was her first time too. You may have seen her in the band Funhouse, a really fun cover band, but she did a great job. But you got to be a little more, like, you got to plan a bit to be the MC. We just show up. We find out who the winners are a little bit ahead of time, and then while they're presenting, we quickly talk, okay, let's do this and that, and then we do it. But it's awesome. It's a fun time.
Yeah, it's perfect because there's very minimal prep work. I think we get the list of the winners like the day of, and so you can't really prep a whole bunch ahead of time. And basically, while the show starts, that's when me and Ted are basically going over what we might say, and then even that doesn't even follow through.
Now, pressure makes diamonds. I mean, you plan too far ahead.
You don't want to sound too scripted. People can read right through that. You want to be authentic.
Yeah.
You want to
I don't
be
think
genuine.
anyone thinks anything we do is ever scripted.
Good.
Yeah.
Good, because it's not.
I knew you were going to say that.
Okay, most of it is not.
But Kevin, you couldn't make it that night. But I think you and everyone on the board and everyone with the district and Chamber of Commerce, it's an honor for us to get to go do it. We've already, we'll see if it changes as the year goes on, been invited back next year. But we went from the back room pre-recorded, to out in the hallway. That's where Riley got to do the interview with us, but live, to like beside the stage.
Do you think
this year?
Do you think next year?
I think next year will be on the stage, and then the year after will just be gone.
Nice.
It's done.
Nice.
But it was nice to actually hear a bit of response from the crowd this time and know
if a joke landed
or not. Because when you're out in the hallway, you have no idea.
And you could be bombing all night, not even know, and just keep going along that same train of thought. But it was nice to hear some laughter this year. So yeah, I mean, it's a really fun night, and for anyone that hasn't gone, if you know anyone that's nominated, it's a great way to support your friend or family member or business that you like. And I think there was 200 people there.
You could say 200, 300, 700. I don't know. There's a lot of people there. It's well attended as all, and it's a great night. Yeah,
and they got a good spread there. The food before and after was fantastic. Yeah. I mean, that's really why we go, isn't it?
Yeah. That's how we get paid too.
Yeah, we should actually start charging money. we should start making money for the podcast.
Okay, I'm gonna write that down.
Okay, good. New Year's resolution.
Yeah. And hey, maybe literally any of the rest of you can actually be part of it next year.
We're not that funny.
I'm busy.
Busy. I guarantee you, while we were in the middle of doing the interviews and stuff, you were probably eating chips, dill pickle chips, and watching TikTok.
Yeah.
Busy.
Yeah.
So busy. No, it's fine. Some people care about the community, some don't. Whatever. You do your
whatever.
thing, yeah.
Some people give back. Some people eat dill pickle chips. Whatever.
Charity starts at home, and I was taking care of a baby, probably.
Probably.
That baby can probably take care of itself by now, hey?
Yeah.
Honestly, she's pretty independent.
Yeah. I mean, you have been taking care of her, and she's off biting people and getting written up. So
she's
clearly.
having problems. She gets too excited with her little friends sometimes. And
Maybe because her mom's on TikTok all day.
Kevin, you're going to get yelled at again. Well, we'll move on.
All right.
Speaking of the Red Deer
Touché.
Chamber, after a bit of time off, we mentioned this. Happy to say that a new episode of London Employed, by the time this episode comes out, should be, or at least close to being available to watch on YouTube. I'll tell you what, you can say a lot of things about Lund, but you can't say that he's not open to new experiences and trying new things. After 5 swings and 5 misses, he tested the waters as a gas station attendant at the new Tempo gas bar in Gasoline Alley. And as per usual, it was a time.
Yeah, the weather was not fantastic today, but we battled through it, and I got the job done.
Yeah.
Now, whether or not I got the job, you're gonna have to tune in to find out. But
No spoilers.
yeah, I showed up, did my time, made an impression, and
Is the impression the way you left in the snow and you biffed it? By the gas pump?
there was one accident that was not scripted at all.
Between cars or you?
Just me,
Okay.
me and my body, my back.
Never mind. We're not going to jump into song lyrics there. Some people, if you know, you
To
know.
the window,
Yeah,
to the
no,
wall.
different than that. My neck, my back, never.
But yeah, long story short, it was fun. I mean, there's a lot you don't know what happens at those convenience stores / gas stations, and there's a lot of entertaining things you can do there. So I'll leave it at that.
Yeah. So for those of you watching on Rogers TV, as per usual,
Thank you.
Yeah,
Number
thank you.
one.
Yeah. Instead of making you go to our YouTube page, which we really should be doing, because honestly, every view we can get is precious. But no, we're going to play it for you right now. So here you go. Hello and welcome to another episode of Lund Employed, presented by the Red Deer and District Chamber of Commerce. I'm Ted Emmett from the Oh Dear podcast, here with my good friend, Mr. Ryan Lund, and Lund still needs a job. So we picked the coldest day of the year so far in Red Deer. We're here at Tempo Gas Bar, brand new, just opened up in Gasoline Alley. You can find it connected to the Smitties. But Lundy, it's been a long journey for you. You started things off trying to be a mechanic. That didn't work out. So then you thought, maybe let's try something hands-off, being an accountant. You've also been a chef. Then you tried to be a brewer. And then, most recently, a dry cleaner.
I know. I've done a lot, and I think that's the only way to get better as a person, as a worker, as a contributing member of society. So I'm getting out of my comfort zone here, which is indoors. I'm gonna try a little bit on the coldest day of the year to pump some gas and serve some customers, and we'll see how she goes.
Now, here's the thing: is tempo means like speed, right? It's a bit of pace, and I've seen you work before.
I think it's open for interpretation. It means rhythm. So go at your own tempo, and I will.
Well, we'll see if it works out. We have Tara waiting for you inside. She's going to train you up, and I'm just going to get inside. Very great to be the host today instead of you being out here. But
what else is new?
all right, well, let's get into it. We kind of stood far away, so we got a long walk inside. So let's get to it.
All right. I'm Ryan. I'm here for the job interview.
I'm Tara.
Oh, nice to
I'm
meet
the
you, Tara.
manager. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm excited, ready to go. Any advice for me?
Not a whole bunch.
Just do it, hey?
Yeah. Did you want to get a tour first and then we'll get you up on the till?
Yeah, we could do that. I'd like to see this place.
So this is the back end, our tills.
Whoa, look at all these lottery tickets. Is there a rule against employees buying the lottery tickets?
You can buy the lotto tickets when you're off shift.
How cool would it be if I, on my first day, and it really impressed you, I got the job, but then I win the lottery and then have to leave?
Well, it would suck, but good for you.
Thank you. Thank you, Tara.
We have cleaning supplies down here,
Why are you showing me those?
so you can clean.
Oh, I didn't know that was part of the job.
Here's our alcohol.
Oh, you guys serve beer?
Yes, we do after 9 o'clock, as long as you have your Pro Serve.
I do have my Pro Serve.
Oh, that's good.
What's the rule on employees drinking coffee?
You're allowed coffee.
Okay.
Coffee, tea, and then
Beer?
you still help.
Beer?
No, you're not allowed beer.
Okay. Okay.
We're stocking shelves. We look to see what we have back here and stock it from back.
Oh,
That way the fresh stuff's in the front. So we have sandbags, then we have ice and a claw machine.
oh my goodness. Do employees get to play this for free?
Nope. You have to put in your money
Okay.
and you can't play it while you're on shift.
Okay. Well, what about on break?
It's your own money, so yes, you can play it on your break.
Okay.
Okay, so here's your uniform, which is a
Oh,
t-shirt, and if you get cold, a hoodie.
Is that for outside?
Yes, it is. Or you can wear it inside if you get cold.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that.
So if you want to get changed, I'll just be up here helping customers. You can just familiarize yourself with this area if you want. And
Sure.
just come get me when you're ready.
Okay. Thank you very much, Tara. Looks pretty good. Is today gonna be the day? Ted, did you hear me? Is today gonna be my big day?
I mean, I think so. Got a little bit of time off. You look great. Let me just fix your hair and your beard.
Did you wash your hands?
I'm not an employee. That rule doesn't apply.
Oh no. Ah, whatever. The cold will kill it.
No, you do not get the Red Bull for free.
Okay. All right, Tara, I think I'm ready.
Okay, come on up and I will show you the till. So this is till 1, this is till 2.
Okay.
All you have to do is scan something.
Yeah.
Comes up here.
Okay. Yeah.
So you hit debit and it'll come up here. And then they just have to.
I've been on that side of that transaction before. It's cool to see it from an alternative point of view. Could you imagine if that's the one that wins?
So,
I'll go halvesies on it with
so
you.
this, we're not allowed to buy it during shift, remember? This is Colin. He'll be teaching you some other stuff,
Perfect.
all your extra stuff.
This is floor cleaner.
All right. you want me to take that off your
Or
hands?
you can play with the ball.
Not a good start. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ah, shoot. Gonna miss lunch. Just gotta wait for this to dry and then I can.
So what exactly are you doing?
Well, I accidentally mopped myself into a circle and then I got hungry. So I'm just waiting for this to dry.
Yeah, you can still walk on it.
But won't it get dirty?
No.
Oh,
Okay, go put the mop away
Yeah.
and then come up here.
okay.
Come up here and help the
Oh,
customer.
yes. Hey, sir.
I would like to put $50 on pump 3.
You can also use Westway Rewards and you get points for gas. When you activate the card, you get $5 of free gas.
Oh, wow.
So $5 for doing nothing.
Shouldn't you have already known that?
I mean, I am training. I'm allowed to ask questions today.
Okay.
Questions are a good thing. So you'll have to go, you can scan it through here or go to this website and you just follow the directions. It's quite easy. Okay, so I'll give you this.
Okay, I'll give you that, sir.
And I will take it.
You know, you're not supposed to play with things.
Uh,
And you don't take their cards. They'll be paying from down here.
oh, yeah. What is it? What is this, 2005? Before you leave, do you want to donate to our Red Deer Christmas Bureau cash can?
I don't have any change.
You look like you can afford it. You obviously haven't missed a meal.
Okay. Well, thank you. I'm gonna go fuel up. Can you sign up for me?
Well, I'll sign up for myself. But yes.
Okay, yeah, you just scan it and
Okay.
it should pop right up. There you go. And now you just follow the directions.
Oh, this is easy.
It is. See, you can do it.
I am gonna really sign up. We were faking it before, but now it's the real thing. Oh, I've got 2,500 loyalty points already. Perfect. Well, that was easy. All right, what's the plan here, Colin?
Okay, so when we're outside, we're checking the garbages,
Okay,
we're checking the washer fluid,
okay.
and we see the pumps if they need to be wiped down. Washer fluids, they do tend to freeze, so we just lift them up, make sure that they're not frozen in. We can pull these off. We don't need them. So that guy,
Oh, it's all the way around the corner?
all the way around the corner.
Oh, he meant all the way around. This looks like the place. Now, when you're throwing out garbage, you want to make sure you get all the garbage in the bin. And you don't want the bag to rip, so you want two-hand strong grip. All right, let's go warm up inside. Well, you know what? Let's go to Schmitty's.
what you doing?
Oh, hey, just warming up. It's pretty cold outside.
Yeah, we're not supposed to be on here unless we're on our break. You only have an hour left.
Okay.
So why don't we get you over there just cleaning up stuff, okay?
Okay, can I do the trivia first?
No, you can do that after you're off schedule.
All right.
Okay? You can take that home with you.
Oh, some baby blues to match my eyes. There's a strategy to this game, and before I leave today, I'm gonna figure out what that strategy is.
Well, good job today. I see you got your free slush.
Well, no, someone gave this to me. I've done pretty much everything I can do in here. I mean, I think I've nailed it. Is there anything else I should be doing?
Why don't you go outside and check the garbages?
Okay. I mean, I did that earlier today, but
We have to check them every hour.
I'll do it again.
Okay, thank you. You might want to leave the slush inside so it doesn't freeze your hands.
You're the boss.
All right, well, Tara, it's been an interesting morning, afternoon for you. I know you didn't necessarily expect to have a new trainee today, but let's just start off. What's your impression so far?
Well, he likes to goof off.
Get your gas here. Get your gas.
That is,
Doesn't listen very well. I mean, it is self-serve. And he's been out there. Yeah.
He's out there.
It's nice that he's helping customers, but yeah, we're definitely self-serve.
All right, so I mean, based on past experience, I have a feeling how this is going to go for Lund. But let's talk about Tempo. A lot of people still don't know that there's a Tempo here in Red Deer in Gasoline Alley, fairly new. And the coolest thing is, when you fill up, you get some free candy. So that's a plus.
Yes, you either get free coffee, a slush, or candy.
See, that's worth coming here all on its own. But Tempo is something to it that I learned, actually fueled by co-op and like to be very local, obviously,
Yes.
and involved in the community.
Yeah, we get our fuel directly from co-op.
Tara, when's lunch?
Well, you're done in about 10 minutes.
Here,
So,
I got. That'll keep you going. All right, so again, thank you for having us out here. If you're in Gasoline Alley, heading in or out of town, Tempo is a place to fuel up. You get your Westway rewards. You get $5 of free fuel right off the hop. And Tara, I guess I'm going to let you get to it. I mean, I think that hopefully, mercifully, the end of his shift, and you get to decide hired or fired.
yeah, we'll bring him in and probably let him go.
Oh, spoiler alert.
Oh. Time. Oh, that was a real wipeout.
Okay, you're at the end of your shift now.
Yes.
You've done some good stuff. I liked how you were mopping. That was really good. And you've done the garbages. Really good job on the garbages.
Did you see me straighten some of the product too and make it look nice?
Very good facing.
Okay.
Other things though, you were goofing off a lot.
Yeah, but in my defense, you weren't supposed to see any of that.
Yeah, but I have to keep an eye on the new staff.
Yeah, okay.
So,
It's like you're the good cop, I'm the bad cop.
Yeah.
I feel like we make a good team.
yeah. No. And you also don't pay attention. I like that you were helping customers,
What?
but it is self-serve.
Yes. Oh, what?
It's self-serve.
Why didn't you stop me when I was filling up those vehicles?
Told you at the beginning that it was self-serve.
Okay.
So, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to let you go. I'm gonna need that vest back.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, I appreciate the opportunity.
Well, thank you. Have you paid for the shark yet?
It's nice to meet you, Tara. Well, I guess we'll just have to try for the next one.
Stay in your lane, pal. Well, you know, Andy, again, I thought you had this one. Maybe it's because we took a little bit of a break from the job search. You got a little rusty. There's lots more places around Central Alberta. I think we can try and find you a job. But a huge thank you, anyways, to Tara and everyone at Tempo. Make sure you come see them in Gasoline Alley. Hey, if you're watching this on time, December 13th is their grand opening. And yeah, fueled by Co-op. So it's a pretty cool Central Alberta connection here. Lundy, I guess we'll get you inside. We'll go get you some bacon and eggs next door here. That's at least one benefit to being here. Thank you, as always, to the Red Deer District Chamber for helping us make this episode of London Employed happen. Yeah, of course, spoiler alert, stay tuned for the next episode of London Employed. I feel like there's going to be many more. So yeah, we'll see you next time. Once again, a huge thank you to Tempo for inviting us out. And a reminder, if you're not caught up on all the episodes of London Employed, you can head to our YouTube page to watch the first five episodes as well, which I highly recommend because they're delightful.
Yeah, they're pretty good. They're pretty... they're much better than I thought they would be. And 99.9% of the kudos, congrats... what's another Riley credit goes to Riley. He's the one that videos it, he's the one that edits it, he's the one that gives us direction. So I'll give Ted 1%, I'll give Riley 98.9, and I get I get some credit for showing up. Give me some credit for showing up.
We say this every year. I give you all the credit in the world. Every time you just I'm a guy, like, my job is to perform, but I could not go and do what you do every time. And just, I don't know, you just go and do it. You don't care what the outcome is. You're not afraid to fail or slip and fall, and you give it 110%. So I'm going to give you way more credit than you're giving yourself. But
thank you very much.
You should keep the same numbers for yourself so you look humble.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, because I'm a team player. For anyone that's hiring out there, I obviously give credit where credit is due. I'd like to see others succeed. Would be willing to work for a decent paycheck.
Are you looking at the camera or Riley right now?
Either one eye's on the camera, one eye's
Riley
on
from that restaurant.
Right, yeah, it's confusing with two Rileys.
Yeah.
But yeah, once again, if you think you would like to give me a shot, I'd love to try it out for a day. We'll bring the video cameras. We will respect most of your wishes and make some magic. So come visit us down at O'Deer or DMS, one of the two.
Right. What skill did you improve upon most today?
Today?
Yeah.
Grip.
All
right. Speed.
You know what you did after we watched the absolute shit job you did cleaning up your beer spill? You did a really good job of mopping.
Yeah. Did clean the inside and the outside, which I didn't know the outside had to be cleaned, but
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you? That would have been a great trick to make you mop outside, and then it just froze to the
And
pavement.
then I have to chip off all the ice. Yeah, no, they were nice to me today.
So yeah, it was a lot of fun. Thank you again to Tempo for having us out. Head to our YouTube page now to check it out. If you're not caught up in all the episodes of London Employed, I highly suggest watching all of them.
One thing I did actually learn today is they sell alcohol at the convenience store now.
Yeah,
I
that's a
didn't-
newish thing.
That's a new rule in Alberta, I guess you can do.
Cool. I didn't know that.
Like you got to buy it after like 9 a.m.
9 a.m.
So
Oh well, what's the point?
yeah, but yeah, I had no idea convenience stores could sell. Like obviously, you got to get licensed and all that stuff, but no idea that I knew Ontario was doing it. But
Yeah. Cool.
yeah.
All right. That is a cool tip.
All right, so Lundy, last time too, you actually did get replaced as a sound effects guy by a real deer call
Okay.
that Andrew brought in, and I can tell you right now, and not that we knew before, like what we were listening for, you were not close.
Like never.
No, never. At least not this particular kind of deer call that Andrew was using, but we still missed you, and we want to hear the Ryan Lund brand of deer call as we head into a segment called Deer Call. The best part is how you like hunched your, like you leaned into it. You had a power stance for that.
Well, yeah, I gotta pretend I'm like on all four, like a deer, and then that way your diaphragm and your vocal cords get extended the right way. So, I mean, I could have easily looked up what a true deer call would have been. Like, what did he do? A Canadian deer or American deer?
It might have been Russian.
Yeah, that's probably why. Did the deer call have an accent?
You'll have to listen.
Yeah, vodka. I will crush you. Rocky IV.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Ivan Drago, probably one of the best villains of all time.
Yeah.
Dolph Lundgren.
So talking about Christmas movies.
Yeah, Christmas. Yeah. All right, so let's get right into it. I don't know if my like face is getting more tired or my tongue is getting bigger as the night goes on, but I just can't talk. So let's get right into it. As always, with Deer Call, we post a question on social media, ask you to comment, and then every time you comment, you are entered in the draw to win one of two $25 gift cards to Cilantro and Chive. And this time of year, I don't know if we've ever I know we've talked about it. I don't know if we've asked it as a deer call. This one is very open to debate, but also going to have a lot of duplicate answers. The best Christmas movie of all time. One of our winners, Shelby, but also Casey, Becca, and Heather all said The Santa Claus, which is like, that movie's almost 30 years old now. That's insane.
I mean, that's like top 2, top 3 for me. It's a must watch. I watch it probably at least 5 times every year, especially with kids now and stuff. And they like it, but it's an old movie obviously to them, but I mean, it still holds up.
It was very
Over 30
confusing
years.
though as a kid, because it's like they're like half of the people are saying Santa's not real and the other half are saying it's real, and I don't know what to believe.
Yeah, but you know what? There's maybe we'll talk about some newer movies that have come out, but I watched one last night. We had family movie night. We watched our first Christmas movie of the year, and
Was
it's
it Hot Frosty?
It's a newer one. No, I'm not going to spoil it. It is a newer one, but it's same premise. Like one kid doesn't believe in Santa and one kid does. Like,
Yeah,
and
what
so
side do you want to be on?
But like in the Santa Claus, where did they think their gifts were coming from every year? The people who didn't believe in Santa.
Well, they were on the naughty list.
They didn't get
the gifts. So you have to believe to get the gift.
So I guess I should have consulted you for all things Christmas.
Yeah.
You were the very
If you have any
Christmas up
questions,
tonight.
just ask. Yeah, I'll share everything I know.
I've
actually got I don't want to say this, but I actually have a new London employed at the North Pole. And I'm fingers crossed. We're trying to get the schedules to work out, but it's busy time of year for the big guy.
Oh, it makes
so
sense, yeah.
we're trying to get in sometime between the 20th to 24th. His agents are involved. My agents are involved. It's just, I'm hoping this is the year though, because we've been talking the last 3 Christmases, and I've got a
We've been
good
talking
feeling.
about London employed for 2.5 years before it even was an idea.
Yeah, no, I like to look into the future and plan ahead. You know me.
Yeah. Our other winner, Bree, and also Leanna and Cheryl said, I think this might be like the last true like classic Christmas movie too, is Elf.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a good way to describe it. I don't know what's newer that could be considered like a classic. Like really, that's such a good. There's so many good like one-liners in that movie.
Yeah, it's so I think, and it's Will Ferrell at his peak. But we were talking about this the other day. Like there hasn't been a movie. I don't know if you could think of a movie since Elf that has been as popular and is like constantly on the top of people's favorite movies list. It's been almost like 20 years.
Stop aging us.
No, you're aging yourself. Like you're doing great at
Right
aging,
now.
Don't worry.
There.
Kevin made me say it. Mayor Ken, Jill, Nathan, James, Christina, and Jade all said a movie that I actually don't like, Christmas Vacation.
What?
It's just not, I don't know. I don't think it's that good. It's good. I guess I shouldn't say I don't like it, but it barely even be top 10 for me, I think, for Christmas movies.
You're a monster.
I
That
know,
is
but-
my number one.
Yeah.
I think it'd be up there for. It'd probably be like between 5 and 10 for me.
Oh my God.
It's just, I don't know. There's just other movies I like more. That's all.
Huh.
I can understand why so many people like it. but-
Kev, you're taking offense here. Let's hear what you have to
Yeah,
say.
no, that's 1 or 2 for me.
Yes.
With Elf, for sure.
Yeah, but you haven't even seen like Dazed and Confused, so you don't get to talk
That's not
about
a
movies.
Christmas
at all.
movie.
Hey.
No, but it's
Whoa,
a
whoa.
classic movie. All I'm saying is there's lots of movies you haven't seen. I'm surprised actually you've seen this one.
Oh, yeah, I watch this every year.
Do you?
Yeah.
It's great.
It's hey, fine, and you probably won't agree with some of my favorites, so it's fine.
No,
But
I
that
already-
was
Yeah.
the most popular answer too.
Yeah.
Across social media
Oh,
was
so
Christmas
now I'm
Vacation.
basic.
Yeah, you are basic. Well, not now. You always have been. David Aspen. Oh, nice Christmas name. And Connor. That's just a boring name. All said The Grinch.
Oh, hey, I think The Grinch came out after Elf, did it not?
No, it came out before.
Oh,
The one
Elf
with
was
Jim Carrey?
2003, and The Grinch was, I think, 2000.
wow.
I've never actually.
Yeah, the live action Grinch.
Yeah.
And then there's Chantel did say like How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the animated one,
Yep.
which was good too. But yeah, I don't. What Jim Carrey did with the Grinch,
He's-
it was so good.
He's incredible, that guy.
I have never made it through The Grinch without falling asleep. So I've
See,
seen
and
the
you're a
whole.
monster,
I've
then.
seen the whole movie, but never in one sitting.
Oh, well, you should.
don't know.
It's so good. And
You
I
seem
think,
proud of that.
I
Yeah.
know it's a weird. Like it comes on and I get sleepy.
oh,
and
but I'm so busy, I can't come do this because you're just falling asleep.
Oh,
to the
TikTok.
Grinch.
Yeah, I.
But it is, and
Stay
who,
awake
as
for
you get
TikTok.
older, like you relate to the Grinch more and more. Bye, Ryan. Right, but my favorite thing I've ever seen on the internet was like, of course, the Grinch was grumpy. You would be too if some guy was singing about what a piece of shit you are every 3 minutes.
Yeah, that's not the favorite thing I've seen on the internet.
But the Grinch is probably top 5 for me too. It's one I watch every year. I don't know, like, is it Walsh? Is it too scary for like young kids? So I think I was in grade 7-ish when it came
Yeah,
out. So
no, that's okay. Like, I think kind of 5 and up,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be that scary
Are-
anymore. Maybe
are-
even younger.
Are you guys gonna do? Have you seen those videos where instead of Santa coming in, the Grinch comes in
I
actually
and
saw
steals
a
all the
couple
presents
people,
and
yeah.
terrifies all the young
I
kids?
think it's mean to scare your kids with stuff like that when they're little.
I think like when they're older, where they kind of know, but they're kind of scared, but they know
Yeah.
it's not real. Like
Yeah.
that's the prime
that's a
time.
sweet
Yeah.
spot.
Yeah.
So
But figure that one out.
Mm.
yeah, if you need a Grinch,
Okay.
I could do it.
Kenzie would love it. Uncle Bobcat
She's
coming
gonna
in
bite
clutch.
you, though.
Like,
She
I
doesn't
feel-
care about presents.
I feel like you have to see the Grinch first to
Okay.
know
Yeah.
who's coming
Make
into your
Kenzie
home.
watch
She'll
the
watch
Grinch.
the
Your
Grinch,
1.5-year-old.
Yeah.
I think actually it's not
I
bad.
actually asked
They're
my
too
kids
little to be
yesterday
scared.
if they had to
Right.
choose between the animated Grinch or the live one, and they said that the animated one was funnier.
Yeah, for kids, I think, and it's shorter, right? For
Yeah,
the short
true.
attention span. This is amazing. There's 2 separate people, but they both said the same thing. Flory and Lori both said, but maybe my favorite movie, A Christmas Story.
I think those two are bots. Those are Russian bots.
I will leave this podcast.
You
That
don't
is
like
the
it?
single worst Christmas movie ever made.
Wow, how does that movie
You don't
go?
know.
I can't remember that movie.
It's got a lamp that's a leg and a little boy who's an idiot with his BB gun and gets his eye shot out. It is stupid. He is stupid, and I hate it.
I don't think I've seen it.
We're very different people. I know, like, other than the unintended racism at the end, which, like, growing up was a funny scene. I don't know. It's just because it's like an early 80s movie. I don't know. I don't know. I can get it if it's not your favorite movie, but it is not the worst movie. Get it? Like,
I would give it an adult rewatch, but I hated it
you haven't watched it as an adult?
vehemently as a child because I hated it so much.
Yeah, there's an off button on that microphone, by the way. Okay, let's get into the obvious one. Although only one person, Ashley, said Home Alone.
Yeah, that's probably...
Which is, we look at Walsh's Home Alone Christmas sweater.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's got to be one of his. But maybe for a lot of people, it's like top 5, but not number 1. But
yeah, it's probably top 3 or top 5 for me.
Yeah. And then Mark said Home Alone 2, which I get. I bet you it would be a split vote on, like, if you asked everyone which one's better, 1 or 2.
They're close, yeah.
This one, Tracy said, this is going way back, and this is my dad's all-time favorite movie. I had to watch it every Christmas. It's a Wonderful Life, which don't make your kids watch this movie until they're like an adult. Because once I watched it as an adult and really paid attention, if you're 8 years old and you see a black and white movie, you're out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're done. But like, my goodness, what's the actor's name? Jimmy Stewart, I think. I think it's actually like such a great movie, and now I love watching it with my dad every Christmas.
Old Jimbo, he always brought it.
I know you don't know who that is. I'm not asking. Elaine and Heather, I've never seen this one. The Holiday. Is that the one with Cameron Diaz? No, not Cameron Diaz. But they switch houses or whatever, right?
Yeah, and
Jack Black is in it.
Yeah, it's with
Kate Winslet.
Yeah,
Kate Winslet.
Yeah.
And who's the?
Yeah, Cameron Diaz.
Yeah,
Cameron Diaz.
So this is sounding like a good movie I should watch with my wife. Yes?
Yeah, she would like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
Ken
a
would
nice
probably like it.
Christmas
And
rom-com.
I'd like it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine.
You could get your way through it.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I like rom-coms. That's fine.
Okay.
Where are we at? This one, Kayleen said 4 Christmases, which
Is that Vince Vaughn?
Yeah, Vince Vaughn and Reese Witherspoon. As someone who for a while had to do 4 Christmases, like, I get it, but it was, I don't know, I didn't think that one was that good.
Never watched it.
I watched. I don't remember it. Like, it wasn't memorable.
Yeah, no, it's
like
not.
Vince Vaughn's always entertaining, but
Yes.
I think that was like probably when he's in his comedy phase.
It was
and then he
all
dropped
in that,
like a little bit more, like that was a little more serious for him. And
But that's one of
Didn't
those
go well.
ones. I would say that's like a fringe Christmas movie. That's definitely not a classic. But Christina said a Muppet Christmas Carol. I think I like the Mickey's Christmas Carol better if you've ever seen that. But any kind of version of Christmas Carol that's like animated or character, whatever, it is usually pretty good. But Amanda said this is, if you haven't seen this, I know it's on YouTube and you can watch it there, Muppet Family Christmas, which was like a TV special. But they have the Muppets, like from the Muppet Show, and all of the Sesame Street Muppets all in the same house together. And it actually, like, it's really good. It's I've probably watched it multiple times a year since I was like 6 years old on a VHS. That was like taped from TV.
They all sleep in the same house?
Oh, yeah. And there's one human.
And how many bathrooms?
They didn't get into the detail.
Like, that's a lot of Muppets.
But
though.
the
Do
Swedish,
Muppets use the
the
bathroom?
Swedish, I don't know, but the Swedish chef tries to cook Big Bird, and then they become friends instead. So
Is Snuffleupagus in it?
yeah, oh yeah, they're all in it. Honestly, it's nostalgia. I don't know, like, I still get a little weirded out by puppets and Muppets, but Walsh, at least the older of your kids would probably really enjoy it.
I don't know. They never really got into the
And
Muppet
Muppets,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a bit of a...
Kenzie's big into Sesame Street right now.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
what did the Swedish chef say in that movie, Ted?
I've been
Meatballs.
fucking doing an impression of him all night trying to read. Smorgasborgen, cilantro.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that's when he's talking about the turkey. He goes, oh, the gurgler.
Yes. Yeah.
Apparently, I can do a Swedish Chef impression,
That's
yeah.
way better than what I thought you were going to do. Wow.
Trisha said just all the Hallmark movies, all of them.
Trisha, you are gonna love our game tonight.
Game coming out. I think that should be your. I think when you start on TikTok, you should do a 38-year-old man reviews Hallmark movies. Like do one every day.
I love them.
I feel like I could just watch one and give the same review.
100%.
And so this somehow wasn't listed because it's new, but we've a lot of talk about Hot Frosty, the movie about like a ice sculpture that comes to life with like Lacey Chabert,
and
Ted from Schitt's Creek, the Canadian Dustin Milligan's in it. Boyle from Brooklyn Nine-Nine and Doug Judy are in it. Jolo Truglio and Craig Robinson. But and you know what? There's like a sex doctor was saying, "Hey guys, watch this movie with your partner."
And what's it called? Hot
Frosty. Maybe we'll do like a screening of it somewhere.
Yes. I love terrible Christmas. I love terrible seasonal movies.
How do you know it's terrible?
Because it's a Netflix
because it's called
Hallmark Christmas movie.
It's called Hot Frosty.
And snow.
There's that competing with Merry Gentlemen, which is Chad Michael Murray, a guy who starts like a strip review, a nude review to save his hometown or something. So anyways, we'll talk more about those type of movies later. There's a couple movies. I didn't write down who said this, but they said A Family Man, which I guess is kind of a Christmas with Nicolas Cage. And I thought, I'm like, that's actually kind of an underrated movie. It's pretty good.
Nick Cage and Tia Leone.
Yeah. And he gets like a glimpse of what, like he chose his career over the love of his life. And then Don Cheadle, who's like a Christmas angel, gives him a glimpse of what his life would be like if he stayed married and had kids. It's actually a pretty good movie. Yeah.
Tugs at the heartstrings.
Yeah. So let's get into debate two movies that are maybe Christmas movies or not. Let's start with the easier debate. A lot of people say Sound of Music is a Christmas movie. There's nothing about it in Christmas, but it's just something you watch at Christmas time. And I'll tell you, it was one of those ones, and I blame Home Improvement is the biggest reason why I never watched Sound of Music, because they always made fun of it in there when the mom wanted to watch Sound of Music and they all screamed. As an adult, I watched it for the first time. It is probably like a top 5 favorite movie of all time, not just Christmas movie, but just movies.
My dad, we watch it every Christmas. It's my dad's favorite Christmas movie.
It's my mom's favorite one too. Like she always watches it with her sisters, and I don't know if I've ever actually seen.
Good. I mean, you have to have an appreciation for music for sure, because it is like an older movie. It's just really good, and the music in it is good.
Julie Andrews, love her.
And it answers the age-old question: how do you solve a problem like Maria?
Does it answer it?
No, it asks it though.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
How do you keep a wave upon the sand?
Yeah.
I mean, these are
deep questions.
Riddles.
Yeah. Speaking of deep, let's get into the now, because Samantha and Brandon said Die Hard.
Yeah.
How is it not a Christmas movie?
I thought it is.
Though a lot of people, even like, I can't remember, Bruce Willis commented. I think he said it's not a Christmas movie. I'd rather hear from Reginald Vell Johnson too on whether he thinks it's a Christmas, but it takes place at Christmas time. It's automatically a Christmas movie.
Let's get him on the pod.
Could you imagine? That would, Carl Winslow on our podcast.
Oh my God, I'd have so many questions.
Like what?
Yeah, no, it's 100%.
How are you?
The Santa Claus starts out, Tim Allen's at a Christmas party.
Yeah.
Christmas movie.
Okay, but he plays Santa Claus, which is the central fixture of Christmas.
Good point.
I'm sure there's an argument to be made that Bruce Willis was a Santa Claus figure saving Christmas.
I mean, there is a point in the movie where he does have a Santa hat on.
Lots of parallels.
No, does anyone here on it, like, honestly, don't be afraid to say it, but think that it's not a Christmas movie?
No argument here.
I would agree it's a Christmas movie.
Kevin, you haven't said anything in a while.
Have you watched it?
I don't need to answer that.
To be fair, I've only saw Die Hard for like maybe 8 years ago for the first time. Watch it it's a great Christmas movie.
All right. Well, we're going to have to take some of these beers and have a movie night.
Yeah. And maybe we won't all watch Hot Frosty together because it could get weird. But and here's this one. Speaking of Die Hard, now the movie recently that took Die Hard and like it was very purposely a Christmas movie, but an action movie. If you haven't seen Violent Night with David Harbour, oh my gosh, it's so good.
I like David Harbour.
And do you like the song Something About Christmas Time by Bryan Adams?
Oh.
They use it in that movie in the best way. But that's 2 years ago, I think.
Yeah,
it came out?
it's a nice twist on a theme that has been beaten to death with rom-coms and family. And if you have a respect for violence, you're gonna love this movie.
And no one ever sees David Harbour as like a down on his luck, kind of not sure what he's going to do with his life authority figure. So
yeah, it's a completely new role for him.
Yeah. For me, this is one that wasn't on there, and it's not that good, but for some reason I love it. We were just talking about Vince Vaughn. I don't know why I like Fred Claus so much. Oh, Riley, we made it so long.
God,
He was shocked that anyone liked the movie Fred Claus. Maybe it's because the name is so dumb is why I like it, but I thought it was actually a pretty good movie, like with Paul Giamatti, like Kevin Spacey.
It's so smart because they never talk about Santa. They always talk about Mrs. Claus, but they never talk about Santa's brother. And obviously, he probably has a brother. So
Fred.
I feel like there's area for like a Sarah Claus movie or like
Sarah
like obviously he's
Like a
got a sister, right? There's a couple ways they could go down with that.
Oh, maybe that's the sequel.
Yeah.
And another one of my favorites, and it like the Bumble, the Abominable Snowman, gave me so many nightmares, but I still love the claymation Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer with Yukon Cornelius.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Oh, is that classic?
Like the old school.
Oh yeah.
That's a good one.
That movie was actually scary when you were a kid. Yeah. I do agree.
And just the animation was so unique, and even today, like that it's still unique.
Yeah. Oh, it's just so good. The Island of Misfit Toys, like it's relatable. Any of those old ones, like I said, it's almost like the older the movie of it, like the better it is for some reason. The other one, Walsh, I think I convinced you. We talked about this like on the third ever episode of the podcast. But growing up, we had a cassette of Blue Toes the Christmas Elf, the best like theme song ever. I watched this with my nephew, and he was like 3, and it actually the polar bear gave him nightmares, so I felt bad. But if you have a kid again like 5 or above, it's so good.
Yeah, I found it on YouTube after you told me that, and I think it's like half an hour, 40 minutes.
And how good is that song?
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Honestly, it brought back a ton of memories, and my kids didn't mind it. So
sounds like a win.
Yeah.
I feel like we've done this exact same deer call.
No, we talked about it, but we didn't do it like asking other people.
Oh, it was just internally.
Yeah. Do you have anything on there?
There's a couple. Jack Frost. I mean, with Michael,
the horror one or the one with Michael Keaton?
Michael Keaton.
My dad accidentally rented me Jack Frost, but it was like the horror movie one where the snowman killed people. I was like 8 years old. That was a lot.
Hey, Dad, I'm not going outside anymore.
I didn't even know that existed. But the one with
he accidentally
Michael
rented
Keaton
me Showgirls.
teaches him the J shot, which I don't think that's a thing. But
a jump shot?
No, it's a hockey. Yeah.
But better than the triple D?
Oh yeah, it was way better than triple deke, but
come on.
The triple deke isn't even a deke. It's a slap shot from the blue line.
Yeah, that was
in Iceland, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so that was okay.
That's
but
a good cheesy like kid.
Yeah, but the main one I think we missed was Jingle All the Way.
Yeah, I had that on notable. I had that on my notable.
Yeah, I mean with Schwarzenegger and Sinbad, does it get more Christmas than that?
Turbo Man.
Turbo Man.
Yeah.
That's one of those like it's cheesy
it's
and
so
a little
cheesy,
cheap,
but it's a good type
but
of
it's
cheesy.
good. Yeah, like it's good.
So those were the two that came to my mind.
Anything with any comedy with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and it was automatically good because it was just like a prank on himself already. Yeah. That's a good one though.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Good luck topping those.
I mean it's no, I got nothing that wasn't on the list really. Wow. It's Christmas Vacation, it's Sound of Music, and then it's whatever terrible holiday movies are on. I will watch them.
And I highly suggest Blue Toes.
Okay.
I've seen 3.
You give me shit about Christmas Vacation and you haven't
like that.
So you haven't seen A Christmas Story?
No, haven't seen that.
Home Alones? You've obviously
I've seen the Home Alones. I've seen The Grinch. Christmas Vacation, and Elf.
Santa Claus.
And Santa Claus, yeah.
Okay,
All right, so we're
I think
about five.
I think you would like A Christmas Story. Actually,
Why is that?
it's just we have very similar sense of humor. I
Fair.
think so.
Yeah. I do remember as a kid the animated like Frosty the Snowman movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was always one of my favorites.
When the
When he
cop
put the
swallowed
hat
his
on,
whistle.
whenever he came alive and he said "Happy
Yeah.
Birthday." Yeah.
That's my inspiration for every like goodbye, every card that's not a birthday. I just do the Frosty and write "Happy Birthday," and then you thought, oh, maybe I could swallow a whistle and whistle. So it's kind of irresponsible, I guess, that movie. But
Man, children are so impressionable
yeah.
and precious.
Yeah.
So my top 3, if anyone cared, would be no particular order: Home Alone, Santa Claus, and Elf.
So
Those are kind of like, I think most people would say those are like kind of 3 staples. Some notable ones I think that we haven't just talked about yet: Bad Santa.
that's on my list, yeah.
Okay, that's good.
And a newer one that we just watched the other day was Christmas Chronicles with Kurt Russell.
Oh yeah, there's 2 of them. Actually,
Yeah,
I
there's
think.
2.
That one's not bad. That one's not bad.
Like it's kind of like a new age
It's almost
Santa Claus.
It's like Violent Night, but without the violence. Where
Yeah.
it's like, Santa's like having an existential crisis. Like, Kurt Russell actually makes a great Santa.
Yeah,
though.
it was good. So
Snake Plissken as
Yeah.
Santa.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
and then one I'm sure we all watched and I watched a lot growing up, the Peanuts.
Oh, Charlie Brown
Yeah,
Christmas.
Charlie
yeah.
Brown Christmas. Yeah.
Yeah, that was so like the Scrooged wasn't on there with Bill Murray. I think that's one people would be like, oh, it's good, but no one ever mentions as their favorite. Love Actually, which
that's
one
Christmas-
is actually a
that's
really
a
good.
Christmas movie.
I avoided watching it for so long and realized like, it's an ensemble cast. It's like, and I've said this. I think I even said this the last time we talked about Christmas, but for all the tough guy roles that Liam Neeson has done, he's never been more manly than in Love Actually, taking care of his late wife's son, his stepson, and like the best dad ever.
True.
What else? Nightmare Before Christmas. Like it's a Christmas and Halloween movie. It's dual purpose.
Yeah.
You said Bad Santa. How the did no one say Ernest Saves Christmas?
Oh,
I did think about Ernest. I did.
Yeah.
I think about him at Halloween. I think about him at
the
Christmas.
Halloween.
Yeah,
I've told you
scared
guys
stupid.
That one was
Halloween,
scary
you
as
know,
shit.
That is
Yeah.
scary.
that one gave me
Booger lips.
nightmares.
Yeah.
Scared stupid. Yeah. That was a lot.
Kind of blocked Ernest from
But then
my
he
memory.
saved Christmas. He
Yeah.
faced his fears at Halloween, got his together, pulled up his socks, and saved Christmas.
Like the ultimate underdog story.
Yeah.
No
Also,
one
like-
believed in him, and then he just comes through.
Jim Varney.
Oh,
Yeah.
You can get it.
did Jim Varney do anything else besides?
Not
He
Ernest?
was Slinky Dog in Toy
I
Story
can see that now.
until he passed away, and then the guy who was I forget his name now.
Ernest was Slinky Dog in Toy Story.
Yeah,
I
for
could-
the first
I could
one or
picture
two,
that.
and then the guy who took over was the guy with the raspy voice in like all the Adam Sandler movies. What's his name?
Oh.
Blake.
Okay, you just
Blake?
blew my mind about Ernest.
And he was like Sean's dad in Boy Meets World.
The farmer guy,
Farmer Fran from the Waterboy. Why can't I think of his name? He's.
Don't scary no.
yeah, that guy. That's the guy. Yeah.
And he was the new Slinky Dog voice. But hey, on that great note, a fun fact. Thank you, as always, to everyone who participated in our Dear Call. And just like the last time we talked about movies, a long list for the athlete to catch up on to get.
I don't like these deer calls.
Catch up with all of us. Do you want to play Mad Gabs instead?
Mad
it's not a
Gabs
deer
of
call,
movie
that's a game.
titles.
But as always, keep your eyes open on social media, Instagram and Facebook for our next Dear Call. Keep commenting for your chance to win a gift card. All right, so we're going to move. We're going to keep talking about Christmas movies, kind of, sort of. A favorite game is back, Aaron. I think actually the last time we did this was our return episode a year ago.
Yeah.
So keeping tradition, we broke a stool tonight. Let's do, this is a Netflix or nonsense / prime or pretend, but a Christmas spin on it. So what are we playing tonight?
We're playing Hallmark or Hooey.
Hooey means nonsense.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was.
He was like, Hooey and the Blowfish, my favorite band.
No, I thought that was.
Huey, Dewey, and Louie. The brothers.
Oh, isn't that a Christmas movie? Duckwing.
Darkwing
No.
Duck.
I think there's a Scrooge McDuck,
Yeah.
which is like
they're all part of. They're all part
it's
of.
been
the
so long.
Mickey
Darkwing Duck,
Christmas
though.
Carol.
Come on.
Is
there's
great.
Oh yeah.
Duckwing
Don't
Duck.
get me started on theme songs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that
Yes.
was a good.
Banger.
Anyways,
Okay.
How's that theme song?
so we're doing Hallmark or Hooey. Pretty self-explanatory, right?
Yes, these are almost exclusively movies that Hallmark is putting out this season.
Okay,
So
good.
it's not as wild as some of our previous,
Okay.
but still utter nonsense.
We decided the loser of this podcast is going to have to contact Santa
Mhm.
and be Santa's personal agent to go visit a couple of our friends' houses and their kids. And if there's a tie for last place, whoever's in last place has to also make sure that Santa has an elf with him.
Love it.
All right, so here we go. This, I guess, the first ever official Hallmark or Hooey.
To prevent her family from canceling the Chamberlain Family Christmas Olympics, Jessie lies and says she's inviting a date to the long-standing holiday tradition. She meets Brian on a dating app, and he agrees to spend the holiday with her and her family.
Nice
As
guy.
the celebrations continue, Jessie must work to keep all her stories straight and save her date with Brian. Title, 'Twas the Date Before Christmas.
Oh, I tell you what, there's a lot. Get on those dating apps around Christmas time. Oh my goodness. Anyways,
Hallmark.
It is, in fact, Hallmark.
Everyone got it?
Mhm.
Wow, good job.
Uptight New York executive Ashley Lee finds black mold in her apartment the week before Christmas.
no.
These guys are sold.
Yeah, we're in.
Synced up.
We're in. That's because I'm sure there's black mold in your house.
Yeah.
That's probably why we
So you're so sympathetic.
Unfortunately, toxic mold specialist Tate Wallace can't start the removal job until his crew returns from vacation
Oh.
after Christmas.
Oh.
Taking pity on her, Tate invites Ashley to stay with his family at their tree farm upstate. As she slowly lets her guard down, Ashley realizes maybe the Christmas spirit was inside her heart all along. The movie title, Christmas Upstate.
There's a lot to unpack
Yeah.
there. There's a lot. Okay.
Okay.
Hallmark.
It's hooey.
Yeah.
I thought there's no way you wrote something that long.
I
Just
just thought
wait.
I thought that movie sounded too good to be true.
Yeah.
And the title, they could have done better with the title.
I
What-
thought about playing on
That's
mold.
why
Yeah.
I thought. That's why I thought if it was like a pun on mold, I would have thought there's no way it's real.
I
tricked
did
me.
the opposite.
Kevin,
yeah.
did you? Did
Yeah,
you get
it started out like hooey, and
You
then
say
it almost
Hoomark?
got to the point where it was like, okay, this is
This
too
sounds-
fake
Yeah.
to be fake that it
Yeah.
like has to be real.
These two are up one on us. Is
Yeah.
that okay?
Buckle up, guys. There's some insanity. Both my own and
Any
Hallmark's.
beef or in any of these?
No, well, close.
Oh.
Chiefs superfan Alana tries to win the Fan of the Year award as a Christmas gift for her family, falling in love with someone in the Chiefs front office along the way. Title, Holiday Touchdown, a Chiefs love story.
Oh.
Is this inspired by anything or?
You'll find out in a second.
Hooey.
It's Hallmark.
Oh.
They
Chiefs
made
are too hot right
It's
now.
actually I think
Yeah.
it's the fan engagement coordinator.
Yeah.
Or something. We talked about this on the radio.
There
a
you
couple-
go.
If you listen to my
Idiot.
morning
Hey,
show,
man.
you would know.
Yeah, if you watch, I've watched one of these movies
Yeah.
already.
I thought
Oh,
you
actually,
said they're.
it
I
was
thought you
about
said
the
they're
Seahawks.
coming out.
Yeah,
No,
they've
yeah,
started.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so 3-2-2-2.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there is one that is a must watch for me that I will let you know when we get there.
Okay.
When a priceless antique nutcracker set to be auctioned at the Warby family Christmas charity goes missing in an unfortunate suitcase swap, it's up to exacting event planner Lottie Morgan and the free-spirited heir to the Warby dynasty, Tristan, to track it all down, all while capturing the heart and spirit of Christmas. The movie, Operation Nutcracker.
It sounds like a
That's
Christmas
that's a good
Knives Out
title.
almost.
That's a good title.
That'd
3,
be a great name for a vasectomy clinic too.
2, 1.
Hooey.
Hallmark.
Hallmark.
Ah.
They made it.
Sorry, we were a little delayed, but
Yeah,
that's because I was thinking about my nutcracker joke and how it deserved more laughs.
Well, we were counting down.
Yeah, I know.
It's tough. That's you got.
So
us.
you're
4.
4-3-2-2.
Went from first to last in 2 questions.
You're already
It's okay.
you actually like you're already dressed like Santa's agent. So you've got like the suit on and you're
You're good
set.
to go.
Next question.
It's the final straw when Becca comes home to find her bumbling boyfriend has flooded the house trying to help with a leak under the sink.
Ugh.
Realizing there has to be more to life, she packs up and heads to the city, trading in her ugly Christmas sweater for pencil skirts and high heels. This holiday season, will Becca need a Christmas miracle or realize she already has everything she needs? Title, Christmas in Heels.
Ugh.
I need like a 7-second countdown.
That sounds. Good,
Ah.
good job.
Yeah.
Hooey.
It is who?
Oh.
Okay, good job. Because
The patriarchy.
That was almost like too well written to be a Hallmark one. We need anytime there's not someone who returns to their hometown to find like there's a high school rival or high school love. I just don't think it's a real
Well,
Hallmark movie.
that's why I went opposite.
that's what
Leave the small town, leave the bumbling boyfriend.
So it's now what 5, 4, 3, 3. Okay.
When Olivia, a successful interior designer, finds an old letter from Santa promising she'll meet the love of her life by Christmas Eve, and that his name will be Nick, she's stunned to meet not one, but 3 guys named Nick. Olivia also finds herself drawn to her charming coworker, Chris, throwing her magical Christmas quest into question. With the clock ticking towards Christmas Eve, Olivia embarks on a heartwarming and humorous journey to uncover her true soulmate. The movie, Santa Tell Me.
Olivia's got quite the roster going. Good for her.
Saint Nick and Kris Kringle.
Does Santa look? If Santa's writing a letter to you, like Santa's saying, "I'd with that."
Hooey.
Hallmark.
Oh God, they all sound like hooey to me.
I thought that sounded so good. This has got to be a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it sounded.
Yeah.
I thought it sounded
I
too
think
good.
I just confused myself. I don't know what I just said. A word. I didn't know what I thought.
An archaeologist and her ex-husband, an expert in ancient Norse languages, are sent to Iceland at Christmas time to search for the legendary treasure of the Yule lads. When others join in the hunt, the pair find themselves swept into a thrilling adventure as they race to keep it from falling into the wrong hands.
Oh.
The movie, The Christmas Quest.
Oh.
I don't.
Sounds good.
Hallmark. Hallmark. And
Get-
that's my must watch because I love the Icelandic Yule lads and they have crazy names like
Is that
sheep.
that's a real thing? Though?
Yes.
Okay, so that's where I wasn't sure if that's
I
something
went
you would write
to
or not.
where the Yule lads' troll mother lives.
So what
in
you're saying to
Iceland.
the audience is you will love this movie.
I would not say that.
Okay, I see.
I read the Yule lads to Kenzie at
What did-
Christmas.
So the
did
Yule
you-
lads
you
had
said
a
was
troll
hooey.
mother.
I was
Yes,
wrong.
because they are like half troll and they're like spoon licker and sheep warrior and like they have crazy names. And every night, 12 nights before Christmas, one of them will come and you're supposed to leave out an appropriate treat and then they'll leave you a potato or a treat.
Of course.
That's okay. Only you would consider a potato a
course.
treat. That's okay. That's called the Christmas Quest.
Yeah.
So we got what 7, 5, 4, 3. I think so. You can't lose.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope not.
You make. You would have made the
You might
best
as well
little
just go
elf.
for the.
You still have to do your pumpkin picture though.
Yeah.
All right, 3 more. Kate North, the owner of a struggling Santa school, and her instructor, Dan, must help an amnesia-stricken Santa Claus regain his memories to save Christmas and hopefully her school as well. There's a lot at stake this year. Kate's school needs to best the rival St. Nicholas school or be forced to close their doors, and Nick, Santa Claus, needs to remember who he is or the fate of Christmas might be at stake. Title, The Santa Class.
Nice.
You literally every single Hallmark movie buzzword was in that. How did we get to number 8 and only hear amnesia for the first
I
time?
know.
It sounds like a Liam
Or
Neeson
rival, yeah.
Oh man.
Okay.
Hooey.
It is a real movie.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
But
you
they-
said
I'm watching it.
you said he must find out who he is, and all I heard is who he, and I was like, oh, and I was like, oh, that's a hint. That's a hint.
I'm not
I
that
just thought the
good.
Christmas
Santa
class was like the Hallmark.
Stupid.
Yeah, but Hallmark's
Oh.
not that clever. Or the Santa class. Yeah. So it's still same score. Okay.
All right.
So it's basically we got 2 left.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's still kind of between the 3 of us here. Yeah. 5, 4, 3.
All right.
7.
Buckle up.
Well, yeah, you're.
Yeah,
I know.
whatever.
You
I
got
just
your
had to
first
say.
one wrong.
Newly single Kurt and his friends decide to go Christmas space shipping, driving around driving around their small town with the headlights off, but Christmas lights twinkling inside. But their festive drive goes awry when they crash in the local gravel pit and realize they may not be the only spaceship in town. Will Christmas this year be truly out of this world?
Wow.
The title, One Starry Night.
I thought, oh my god, is this like this alien Christmas movie? And then I thought, oh no, space shipping's a real. And then they brought in the fucking spaceship anyways, and now I don't know what to.
This makes me just before you count. This makes you just realize like how many genres are untouched in the Christmas movie, and not just
Probably
Hallmark.
for good
like,
reason.
Hollywood, throw some big
Yeah.
money behind these.
Mhm.
Maybe they have.
Yeah, let's get Sigourney Weaver in a alien Christmas movie. Yeah, who
Hallmark.
It's hooey.
Yes.
I
we
read.
all get that. Oh.
I read a Reddit thread where they were talking about things that you thought were illegal but aren't, turning the interior lights on in a car, and everybody was like, "Oh yeah, my parents told me that." And then but it's not illegal. And then this guy wrote, "We used to go space shipping where we would turn off our headlights and leave the interior lights on.
Like, that's
that
pretty
wasn't
funny.
illegal."
It'd be like
And I
Christmas
went,
lights
everybody
on the
was like,
inside.
"That was very illegal."
Yeah.
Just the idea of these like bumble butts driving around.
If I saw a car though with its like lights off and just Christmas lights inside, I would
That'd be
channel
that'd
my
be
inner
cool.
Ryan Lund and say, "Those guys get it."
Yeah.
Man, they would. Yeah.
But it's illegal. Don't do that.
So last question, we're at. What do you have now?
7.
7, 6, 5, 4. So Lund, it's between you and Strybosh. No matter what, you're going to be organizing a Santa visit. It just
Kenzie
depends
can't
on if you have
wait.
an elf helper or not.
Well,
If there's going to be an elf helper there.
if I tie, I might be the helper or the Santa.
Well, you guys are the agents, and you have to bring in the Santa and the elf.
I don't think children are listening to this.
But Kevin is.
Touche.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I write
All
him
right.
letters every year.
All right, I'll guess.
How do you write it to Santa or Satan?
I think
There's a movie that's just coming out with Jack Black where this poor dyslexic kid writes a letter to Satan, and Satan shows up instead of Santa.
And Jack Black is Satan.
Jack Black
I
is Satan.
love it.
He sends it to the North Lobe.
That's awesome.
Anyways.
All right,
yeah,
number
that's-
10. Good Samaritan Sarah Fitzpatrick has a fatal accident just before Christmas and finds herself in the lobby before the gates of heaven.
There's a lobby?
Wow.
Yeah. Certain that she will be let in, she is shocked to find that her name is not on the reservation list. However, she is granted the chance to return to Earth as an angel in training with the requirement to help a soul in need. Sarah has the 12 days before Christmas to secure her place on the list, leaving her in the race for her afterlife. How Sarah got her wings.
Oh.
Hallmark.
That is a 2015 Hallmark movie. The only out of season 1, but I needed to throw in another batshit insane movie.
How
was
many
nuts.
How many Hallmark movies are on
32. There's 32 this year. That was
And that's not even Netflix ones. That's just Hallmark.
just Hallmark. 7. I wrote 3.
I went the other way with that. I was like, I kept on thinking, oh, there's got to be a hooey. There's got to be a hooey.
Yeah, I did 3 hooies
They're
and the
just
rest were
so
Hallmark.
outrageous.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Your hooies are very well written.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
good.
But yeah, hey, well, Ryan Lund better get Santa on
Yeah, I
the
better write him a letter. Hopefully,
board. Santa.
hopefully that
Honestly-
Canada Post strike's over soon.
Kenzie's a year and a half old. Satan showing up would be fine too. So
Wow.
get who
You've
you
already
can
made
get.
her cry before, so even
I mean, I don't have Satan's number,
I
and I
believe
don't
you
have
do.
Santa's number. I'm gonna have to
You'll
write
find it.
letters.
yeah. I think you
now
can
here's
get a
the
hold
question:
of Satan.
will Kenzie shake Santa's hand?
Absolutely.
I've never seen a 1.5-year-old that
She's a
does
business
handshakes.
baby.
She's a business baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, she loves to be on Zoom calls at work and she shakes hands.
Yeah,
Daycare is doing something right, even though they let her bite everyone.
that's just good negotiation.
Yeah. Well, Aaron, thanks again for Hallmark or Hooey. It's always a lot of fun. And you know what? I probably will watch a couple of those movies. Kevin, those have to go at the bottom of your list, though, because there's some like major movies you have to watch first. But that just about does it for this episode. So as always, let's wrap things up with everyone's final thoughts.
Silent night, holy night.
You actually don't know the words to Silent Night?
No. I got the basic. I got the gist
The
of
notes were great. The tune was not.
it. Wow.
Oh, well, Christmas is ruined.
I think it's saved. I hope everybody has a great holiday season. To all of the parents out there, you're doing great. It's okay. You're doing
Better
your best.
than Aaron if your kid's not biting anyone.
Honestly, take the wins that you can get. So everybody have a great Christmas. And I'm excited to watch some Christmas movies with you guys.
I'm going to watch the same Christmas movies that I do every year. Maybe some additional ones. I don't know.
Don't watch Blue Toes. I think it'll scare you. You're not old enough yet.
That was actually probably the one at the top of my list because you talk about it every single year, and it sounds
pretty.
Sounds pretty good, and it's like a good 30 to 40 minutes. So we'll see.
So
how
Merry
that goes.
Christmas.
If there's one other movie on that list that I need to see, what is it?
Hot Frosty.
No.
Christmas Story.
Ugh.
I just think so you could settle this between Aaron
Yeah,
and
I need to watch it again.
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'll watch Christmas Vacation again.
Okay.
There we go.
All right.
No, I think you watched something from this millennia.
Yeah. Okay, shitter's full, Kevin.
Can
Go
I
ahead.
can I say Merry Christmas?
No.
No.
You can say Happy Holidays, though.
Okay, happy holidays. No, I just I know Christmas, a lot of stuff is like presents and all that kind of stuff, but I think over the years I've learned more and more. It's just about like experiences with your family and your friends, and get out there and enjoy the outdoor rinks and the toboggan hills, and walking around Bower Ponds and all that kind of stuff. And hopefully everyone's just able to take some time off and hang out with their family and friends and loved ones. So
and start doing Christmas shit again, like go carol or whatever,
Don't do that.
or just drive around looking at Christmas lights.
We didn't even
that's always a fun one.
Yeah, there's that annual map or whatever that the guy and his dad put out, which is incredible. I think it's like 6 hours to do the whole thing, but you can like break it off in chunks. But Red Deer's a beautiful place this time of year, so enjoy it.
And when it's cold out, stay home and watch Blue Toes.
Yeah.
But hey, let's wrap things up because, unsurprisingly, this went pretty long. But that does bring to an end another episode of Oh Dear. Thank you to our presenting sponsor, Bo's Bar and Stage, and to Riley for having us once again at Communal Creative Studios. Doubling down today, too, doing a Lund employee. It's definitely been a long day, but it was fun for me, Lund, and Riley. And, of course, if you haven't already, make sure you're following us on social media, Instagram, Facebook, even TikTok. We'd really, really appreciate it if you subscribed to our YouTube channel, because the athlete is shit the bed on our fake follows. But even if you don't watch a single second of our content, we're still gonna appreciate it, and we understand if you don't want to watch any of it. And I really wrote a lot for a guy who cannot talk tonight. But if you're a newer listener or viewer, you can find all the previous episodes of Oh Dear on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, really anywhere else you get your podcasts. While you're there, I'm just going to push through that one. They know what I was saying. Why not leave us a review? It's been like 2 years. I think we've had one new review in 2 years. So it'll be nice to get some new ones on there. And you're building to something, aren't you? Okay. That's it. That's all. Thank you for tuning in once again. And hey, thank you for 4 pretty not bad years of Oh Dear. We kind of got away from that subject, but 4 years minus a year hiatus in between. Either way, it's been an amazing 4 years, and no plans right now to end things after this year. So for Kevin Walsh, Ryan Lund, co-worker Aaron, the athlete Kevin Strybosh, I'm Ted Emmett. Have a safe and happy holiday season, and we'll see you next time.
Merry Christmas.
Oh dear. Oh Dear is recorded on location at Communal Creative Studios in Red Deer, Alberta. Previous episodes of the Oh Dear podcast can be found on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. For more content, subscribe to Oh Dear on YouTube and follow them on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. If you have any questions, concerns, or suggestions for future content, contact us at ohdearpodcast@gmail.com.